Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today we're going to cover the second week of May, and I'm going to be covering the days between May 8th and May 15th. So during this time period, I'm going to be focusing in on where the moon is, because as I tell you guys, the moon represents the emotions of the people, of the masses. So let's see what we can expect for this week as the moon transits and we have all these aspects occurring day in to day out. So we are looking at May 8th, and one thing I want you to know is as I go through all of these different transits and what's going on in the heavens, you'll want to know where these planets are for you personally. And the way that you can get this is through my planner. I'm telling you, the Galactic Planner is going to be an app soon, and this app will answer all your astrology questions concerning what timing is best for anything you want to know about. You can ask the planner. It will give you that. Plus, it will give you your daily transits and predictions. So let's dig in here. Look at where all the planets are. Remember, I'm doing sidereal astrology, Vedic astrology. So the planets where I'm speaking are astronomically correct. Okay, so now I'm looking at Friday. This is May 8th, and the moon will be in Capricorn the entire day. And it will be in the nakshatra Shravana. And Shravana is the symbol. I love this nakshatra for the ear. The ear is the symbol. So of course it represents learning and listening. So open your mind, listen to other people. Don't always be thinking about what you want to say. Hear people out. You'll learn something. And within this day, the moon is with Pluto. Exactly. It will cross over Pluto, which makes it really intense. And Pluto has just turned retrograde, so it's creating a lot of intensity going on around the world. Now, the other thing that's going on with this aspect is that we have Mars and Saturn are in the third house from the moon, and this represents that there can be some issues around travel, some hang-ups, some setbacks, nothing horrendous, but there's problems around traveling. Just some delays is what I'm seeing. Now, the Sun and Mercury go to the fourth house from the moon, so this is actually around the time of the quarter moon. And the moon is waning, so it's darkening. It's a time to finish up old projects, really. It's a good time for that. And it's a time for work, getting things done. And Shravana is a nakshatra that deals with learning. So this can be the day that you can learn new things, read a book, listen to videos that teach you new thoughts and ideas. So now I'm looking at Saturday, May 9th. And the moon will be in Capricorn most of the day. Towards the evening hours, it will go into Aquarius. Let's see. It will go into Aquarius by, well, no, it actually stays in Capricorn. So throughout the day, it will be all the way to the end of Capricorn, but it will definitely be in Capricorn the whole day of May 9th. But it is in the nakshatra Dhanishta. And Dhanishta deals with, it's a drum. Its symbol is a hollowed out instrument, but it deals with timing, deals with rhythm. So if you get an inkling to go somewhere, don't discount it. Do it, because that's what Dhanishta is all about. If you think, well, I think I want to go to the coffee shop. right now. Go. Maybe you're going to meet somebody. It's your inner voice directing you, your intuition. Listen, go. Dhanishta is that nakshatra. Did you know Dhanishta is actually called the richest one, can deal with wealth and understanding. And of course, you know, it's in Capricorn. Capricorn is the sign of business, work, getting ahead in the world. Dhanishta is ruled by Mars, so this is a really strong day for getting work done, listening to your gut, following through on things. That's what this day is all about. And listen to that inner voice. Now let's go to the next day. This is Sunday, May 10th. And Sunday, May 10th, the moon is going to be in Aquarius the entire day. And it's going to be in the nakshatra Shatabhishak. This nakshatra deals so importantly with healing. And as I kept saying, there's going to be some major strides in health and healing coming up this year. And I often said it's going to deal with mental illness because that's what Shatabhishak is. Moon is going to conjunct Rahu today. We may find today some major strides in healing because Rahu is the head of the serpent, can deal with our mind, can deal with our intelligence, but most of all, because it's in this nakshatra of healing, there can be some indications of new discoveries with health and healing, especially with hard to cure diseases, but mental diseases for sure. Now, this moon being here in Aquarius, recognize that people are a little bit more stubborn in their thoughts and ideas when the moon is in Aquarius. And another thing that's going on today, I want you to be aware of, is that Mars is in the last degree of Pisces. Therefore, it is Gandanta. Mars represents anger and violence. And while it is Gandanta, which is the last degrees of water, in the early degrees of fire, it's more intense. It means things are out of control. It actually means drowning. It does. And that's the sense of being out of control. But I feel like when it's in a water sign, so that would be probably a few days prior to this, but today especially, there can be weather and storms. Why? Because this is drowning. This can deal with floods. Pisces is water. And it's so over the top intense. So be aware of major storms and things happening. And the moon being with Rahu is really intense. People can be over the top, extreme today. Be aware. So now I'm looking at Monday. This is May 11th. And today, the moon is still in Aquarius most all of the day. Yes, it is all day. And it's going to cross over Rahu. That was probably yesterday. But today, it's in the nakshatra Purva Bhadrapada. And that is a powerful nakshatra. It can deal with two-faced people, for one thing. It does. And it can also deal with people that are visionaries. So listen to your guidance. You have the knowledge, you have the visions of what could be happening in the future. But the moon being here is vitally important. It's still in Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by Saturn in Vedic astrology. And Saturn is potent right now. It's in Pisces and it's second from the moon. There may be some disruption in the economy with things going up and down all over the place, because today is the day that Mars goes into Aries. And it's Gandanta in the early fire. It's like things are out of control. People are heated. Their tempers fly. rage. Mars being in Aries in Ashwini means things are happening quickly now, and people get angry really quick. I don't think we're out of the water yet this month, but no, we are by the end of the month, but still, we're getting there. Things are brewing, but people are losing their control, their temper. Be aware. And people may be two-faced today. So that's another thing I want you to be cautious around. Now I'm looking at May 12th, which is a Tuesday, and the moon is now in Pisces. And with it being in Pisces, it is coming together with Neptune today. But this is later in the day. Let me see. So earlier in the day, we have the moon will be pretty much in Purva Bhadrapada, that nakshatra, but then, let's see, it will go into Uttara Bhadrapada by around, let's see, 4:30 p.m. on May 12th. Now the Bhadrapadas are very profound and deep, and actually their symbology is the front legs and the back legs of the funeral cot. So, I mean, the moon goes there every month. This isn't going to be massive death or anything, I don't think. But, but it is coming closer to Neptune. By the evening, by the end of the day, it will be on Neptune. But thinking about the moon applying to Neptune can mean that people aren't in their right minds. People are not clear. They're not thinking right. They're confused. There's a lot of confusion in the air today. Let me put it that way. And a lot of it, I think, deals a lot with finances and money and things of that nature. I see the stock market, the financial matters, and oil and gas and all that being up and down. It's not going to be consistent till June. And that's where our vision needs to be. Going towards June and July, these are the golden months of the year I've been talking about. Trust me, those are, we will get there, and it's going to happen. But this moon in Uttara Bhadrapada, by the way, it deals with the serpent of the deep. Therefore, conversations and what you're doing today will be deep. It has to be. This is deep, provoking thoughts. The moon is in the same sign with Saturn, getting serious about things. So now I'm looking at Wednesday, May 13th. And the moon will be, for the most part, in Pisces the whole entire day. And it will cross over Saturn sometime around noontime or right after noon, about 1:30 in the afternoon. This provokes a very serious-minded way that the world is contemplating things, being more responsible, serious-minded. In Pisces, it's about what we believe in, and people are really stuck in their beliefs. They've got to step out of their old way of thinking. Saturn's the old. We have to start thinking about our future and being more positive rather than stuck in the old ways of thinking and being. And, you know, Jupiter does go to the 4th house from the moon. This could be a good time if you're looking at real estate or property to search for that, and or to visit your mother if she's still around. And the other thing is simply to change furniture around in your house. Change the feng shui in your house. This can make a difference. Okay, now let me see. So we're going to look at the next day, May 14th. May 14th Venus goes into Gemini. I love this because it's going to start to align with Jupiter. I know they're not friendly to each other, but these are two benefics, and whatever house they're in your chart will make a grand event coming for you. And yes, if you have my galactic planner, it will tell you exactly what this is about. But looking at this, the moon today, Thursday, May 14th, will enter into Aries. And this will be around 12, let me see. Yeah, this will be around 12 p.m. Central Daylight Time that the moon enters Aries. And it's beginning to align with Mars. And this can make people very quick to judge, quick to assessments, and sometimes they will be angered quickly too, but they'll get over it quickly. So this is like a short fuse of anger today. And the moon Mars is both together in the nakshatra Ashwini. Ashwini means fast movement. And this is, we're nearing the day right before, a couple of days right before the new moon, because this is a time of bringing things together and starting anew. But don't start anything new yet. Wait till right after the new moon, because this is a dark moon. It's in the same sign as the sun. It sits behind the sun. So this means this is a great day for finishing up old projects. Get it over with, complete it, so you'll be ready to move on to new things once we have the new moon. So now I am looking at Friday, May 15th. And on this day, we have, well, hey, this is, the sun goes into Taurus. So happy birthday to Tauruses. Yes, this is sidereal astrology. So, but be aware that the sun is coming together is in Taurus. It's close to Mercury. This is a day of new ideas, new thoughts, inventions. Things are changing quite rapidly. We have the Sun, Mercury aligned in Taurus. But the moon sits in Aries today, the whole day, and it is in the nakshatra called Bharani. And this means breakthroughs for new beginnings. It's in Aries, starts new things. But as I said, I wouldn't start anything new till after the new moon. I just really don't. The phases of the moon are important. This is a dark waning moon. Bringing things to completion is what this is all about. Finishing up and completing projects. All about this. And this is also the day on the 15th that Mercury enters into, let's see, Taurus. So maybe it was, yeah, it's early on. Mercury is moving pretty quickly these days. So it will be in Taurus, and it's aligning with the Sun and Uranus. New ideas, new thought-provoking, inventive ideas are going to be coming out of this month because of this configuration. So this is the second week of May where we have things building, things growing, Mars in Aries, and we're looking forward to the third week that will begin the new moon. So listen up, get ready. Don't miss the third week, because this is where things really, really become intense, and you're gonna wanna know what's in the stars. So with that, I'll close. But remember, if you wanna learn more about me and my work, go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org. Thank you.